Hello and welcome to another episode of Life Talks with Fawole. We have the wizard. This guy. Voice by the camera's not here, maybe here soon. And we have the amazing, lovely, wonderful, fantastic, phenomenal Sharn in the studio.
Hello.
Welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Sharn.
Yes.
Where should we begin? Where should we start? What should we ask? How do we know? I don't know anything about you, yeah? So it's a blank page, and this is like what life talks about, talking about life. So we're going to understand about your life during the course of this interview. Okay. Find out about you, what you do, how you live your life, how you see life, what you like about it, what you don't like about it, maybe some history and so on, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
But first, where are you from? What's your heritage?
So I'm Jamaican, St. Vincent, Antiguan, and Bajan.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you want me to break that down?
Yes, please. Yes. Yeah.
So my granddad is Jamaican, straight.
Okay.
My dad's Antiguan, straight. And then my grandma is St. Vincent and Bajan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, mixed.
Yeah. I'm Caribbean.
Okay. So what do you claim? Do you claim all of them? I'm allowed.
I usually say Jamaican and Antiguan is easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you know about where all the three places that are coursing through your veins?
I don't know much about it. Like in terms of the culture is a little bit, they're all different. So Jamaica's more like vibrant. The food is a lot different to like Bajan and St. Vincent. So I'll just say really the food is what I noticed the difference in, because my family is quite English.
Okay. Have you ever been?
Yeah. I've been to...
It's loud, man. Loud. It's really loud, isn't it?
Maybe I'm too close to the mic.
No, not you. Me, I'm too loud, no? Maybe I'm too close to the mic. How about that? Yeah. Go on. That's a bit better, no?
Yeah, that does. Yeah, that's it really. So it's just the food.
You've been to Jamaica, you said?
St. Vincent.
Okay.
St. Vincent, yeah. Been to St. Vincent. It's a very small island, quiet, very humble people. It's nice to be in, but it's quite boring to me. There wasn't much to do, but I went quite young, so obviously there wasn't much for me to explore. I think I was about 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So what? Can you cook the food?
Jamaican, yeah, because that's what my mum cooked. Okay. So yeah.
Yeah? Is that better? Okay. Trying to find my level.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Getting there.
All right. So would you consider yourself a Londoner?
Yes, 100%.
Born and raised?
Yeah, born and raised.
So what was you like as a kid?
I was a kid that wanted to do her own thing.
Okay.
I wouldn't really go and fit in with the crowd. I'd usually just do my own thing. I was quite different. Okay. And yeah, that's how I was growing up. Very different. I would have a lot of friends. Like people would follow me. I would pretty much call myself a leader. And it's because I used to do the smartest things, which was quite annoying because
even if you say so yourself.
It was quite annoying. I'm not gonna lie, because as a child, as a young person, you want to be a bit more like adventurous. But where I was like a lot more wise because of some of the things that was exposed to me at a young age, I was a lot more,
No, I'm listening to you. Sorry. Yeah, no, I'm listening to you. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Where you was like as a child because you was different in your own lane. Me and you today, bro.
I'm telling you.
Bro, me and you today. You know what I'm saying. Me and you today. Sorry, you're a leader. You're in your own lane. As a child, you used to do different things. Sorry. I was totally listening to you.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
I'm sorry I did that. I'm so sorry. Go on.
It's all right. Yeah, I was a bit forward.
When you said, when you said you was different. This at first you said you was different outside. Yeah. What do you mean? Define that for me.
So when I say I'm different, it was like what I wanted to do, I would do. So for example, if there was a bunch of people dancing, I would want to try and do something a little bit different. And it wasn't because I didn't want to fit in. It was just I'd always think outside the box and then just act on it. And then that way I was a little bit different to others. Okay. Do you know what I mean?
Would you think maybe it was for you to stand out?
Maybe, yeah, I think so.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, cool.
I think so. I think I'd always want to stand out as a kid. I don't know why, but that's just something I always wanted to do. Yeah. Okay. And my teacher actually said that to me. She was like, you stand out, and a lot of people in the class seem to follow you. But why don't you set a good example as opposed to speaking or giving attitude? And I tried it.
Hello.
She
would order back to school, you know. She was their teacher. Is this mic on? I can't even hear myself. Yeah, she was that attitude. That's what the teacher. Remember? What was the teacher's name?
What was her name? Gwennon. Gwennon,
she remembers her name. What was this? Because I'm stuttering now. Primary school or
this was primary school.
Wow,
this was primary school.
God, yeah.
But I wasn't rude. I just had a little bit. I was a bit cheeky, you know. Didn't want to be told what to do. But other than that, I wasn't a bad kid.
Strong-willed.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, strong-willed. So she said to you, "What? Like, go back to that now. Cause I like that. I should have touched you."
Yeah, she said, you know, why don't you influence people in the right way? And I was like, what do you mean? And then she said, you know, set a good example, follow what I'm telling you to do in the class, and then see if everyone follows since you're leading. And then I tried it, and yeah, it worked.
It worked. And what did you do? Was you like the Pied Piper just running around? No, just messing. So, as a child, you had this leader. You was like a leader. You was outspoken. You was doing your thing. So would you say you was good?
Yeah.
You was a good child.
Yeah.
Tell
Especially
me,
if you spoke to me. Like,
okay.
When I say that is like when a lot of people or teachers would try to speak at me.
Yeah.
And that didn't work.
Yeah. The way you're moving, not being bad, like the way you're moving, like you wouldn't have it like certain times. So, but you're telling me, yeah, I was this, I was that, I was that. You never, did you ever get in trouble when you was young?
From my parents or just in general?
Did you get in trouble?
No.
Trouble? When you never got in trouble? You never used to get in trouble?
I don't used to get in trouble, no. The only thing I would get in trouble about is attitude.
Okay.
That's the only thing. And it's because I didn't like being told what to do. Or if somebody had said something that I just think is unreasonable, I would give attitude instead of actually saying what my mind is actually saying. Like, I wouldn't actually express myself. I would just literally just do some sort of form of attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from?
Probably my mum. Yeah. Like, she's not that she's got attitude, but she's the kind of person, she's very strong-willed. Yeah. Very. Yeah.
So, what's your dad like?
My dad, he's very strong-willed also, but he's more of a humble kind of relaxed person. Like, he just, you know, it is what it is. If anything goes wrong, it's all right. Don't worry about it. All will be revealed. Like, he's more laid back. Whereas my mom's more like, she's fire.
She's fire, yeah. So what would you, would you say you're mummy's girl or a daddy's girl?
This might sound odd, but I'm a no one's girl.
It's your life, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm an actual no one's girl.
Your son's girl, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's me, myself, and I. Yeah.
Literally, like
right.
Exactly that.
Okay. You stop me then. So you're just your own girl. Your mum's like this. You're like that. So coming up, then. What did you want to do with yourself? If you're so outspoken, you knew what you wanted to do, no one could tell you nothing, you're your own girl, so how did your correlation, how did you come up? You never got in no trouble ever?
No.
You was an angel?
I wasn't an angel. I would
None
make
of your friends
mistakes.
got in trouble?
No, not hardly.
Never linked up with no bad people?
Yeah, like I'd know people from the ends that would get into trouble, of course, but I didn't, like I said, I wouldn't follow the crowd. Like, it's something that I grew up doing, is always my own thing. Like, yeah.
So when you say that, so what when things would ensue, you'd leave? Because how would you prevent yourself from getting involved if you had friends that got into stuff?
Yes, I wouldn't necessarily leave. If a situation occurs, I would be there and we'll deal with it accordingly. But then I'll go home and I will reflect.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, you go.
Yeah, so once I go home and reflect, I will reflect on, is this crowd for me? Is these the people that I need to be hanging around? Is this what's going to take me to the next level?
Okay.
And then a lot of people know me as someone that is, as strong as our friendship is, I will cut you off if I feel like you're not going to be good for me.
Okay.
Simply because I'm somebody that will put my all into something or people. And I will help you. I'll go above and beyond. And sometimes that can hold me back from what it is that I'm here to do. Mm-hmm. So for that reason, I have to be really strong on my boundaries and literally just put things to an end if I feel like it's going to take me backwards rather than forward.
And you're saying you've been like that since you were a child?
Yes.
Yeah, so you say when you see you see a situation happen, you stay for the situation, like you said. Situation will happen, whatever it is, fight, this, that, whatever. And then you go home, analyse it. And then from there, you'd be like, I'm not moving with them people no more, or I'm not going back around them people no more. And that would be that.
That would be that.
Okay. What's the worst thing you've ever seen? How old are you? 26. Are you a baby, man?
I'm a baby. Come on.
What's a baby? Come on in, like, I thought... It'll be revealed later, but...
Oh, so this is another thing that we could touch base on, actually.
Yeah, so your maturity does precede you then. Like, I will take that on. as you said, like you're strong-minded. Everything you said up until this point now,
Yeah.
to somewhat I will concur with, because I thought you was more mature than your age,
Okay.
basically.
Right.
So I'll concur with that. Like you're being advantageous, like strong-minded, focused. Like
Yeah, I have siblings. Yeah. Yeah, I've got 4 siblings on my mum's side, and then on my dad's side, I've got 2 siblings.
Okay.
So on my mum's, I'm the oldest, and my siblings are, I've got 8-year-old
Boys, girls.
boy, and then 13-year-old boy,
Okay.
5-year-old boy, and then
Are they all boys or girls? Boy, boy,
then-
boy. You sound like I want to say boy, you know, boy.
yeah. Then we got one girl. We got one girl.
Okay.
Yes, we got one girl. She's 18.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, you're very confusing. So you got 4 on your dad's side.
Yeah,
3 boys, 1 girl.
4 on my mum's side.
3 boys, 1 girl.
Yeah,
Dad's side.
1 boy and 2 girls, including
2
myself.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you're more mature. Yeah, so talk to us about your childhood coming up. How'd you get to this amazing person I see in front of me,
Okay.
running your own business at your age? Yeah?
All right. So
Don't go into the business yet. No,
no. I'll tell you about. Yeah, that's right.
Easy. I want to know more about your. Let's talk to you about your siblings, your relationship with your siblings.
Okay.
What's that like? If it's like,
Being the oldest sibling comes with a lot of responsibility.
okay, you're the oldest.
Yes, I'm the oldest.
Okay, thank you, Wizard,
Yeah.
for bringing that sibling stuff in. Yeah, no, yeah, we normally do. Yeah, and thank
Yeah.
you for not bringing. You know what? Thank you for that too. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sorry, yeah, yeah. You're the oldest out of
Yeah. 5
7.
of us. Well, no. So with my dad's siblings, I'm the middle child, so I'm like the second to oldest.
Okay.
Yeah. But with my mum's side, on my mum's side, which is who I grew up in a household with,
Okay.
I'm the oldest, and that came with a lot of responsibility.
Okay, come on.
Like, so being an older sibling, it's like it didn't apply pressure, but it was like more like you need to set an example. You need to make sure you're on your A game and you're showing these young people behind you that it's possible and things can happen.
Where was that pressure coming from? Your mother or yourself?
Myself, yeah. I'm pretty hard on myself. Sometimes I would say
A lot of us
yeah.
are, man. A lot of people that achieve and strive for stuff are
Yeah.
as well, man. Well done. But
Yeah. Yeah.
sometimes we need to be a little bit more easy on ourselves.
Yeah.
But sometimes that harshness is good too.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's some good motivator for me. That's what gets me going. It's like, right, you got things to do. That's what's always in my head, is you got things to do.
Okay.
Like literally. So from young, I was like that. And I would say that in secondary school, I was like, I had a lot of attitude. Like I had a lot of frustrations. I was annoyed. I felt like letting things out on my teachers a lot. So it kind of held me back.
What was you annoyed about?
I was annoyed about being a responsible sister. I was annoyed about people just being fake. I was annoyed about people always trying me. Like anywhere I would go, like school, a club or whatever, someone would always want to try me. Let's test Sharn all the time.
But wait.
Like
wait. So with you being the oldest, yeah,
right.
what kind of you putting the pressure on yourself, the responsibility on yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Was there any other pressure from like your younger sibling, from your mother? Was your mum and dad together?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So was there pressure like from your younger siblings, from your mother maybe?
Yeah, there was a
Okay.
bit of pressure from my mum.
Okay.
I felt sometimes I would need to prioritize siblings' household before myself.
Okay.
And whereas, as I said, I'm somebody who just likes to get on with things, do my own thing, just be out here active. That was a bit of a problem for me.
Yeah. You're so
And
young,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And it's like that is something that a lot of us went through.
yeah.
Like my generation went through. Like
Yeah.
the oldest person would be looking after the. You know what I'm saying?
This is it.
And it was your lot. It was your lot as the
This is
oldest.
it. Yeah.
You couldn't get
Like,
out of
you
it.
can't get out of it.
Some oldest that have just gone and they just man. And they used to have to take. My big sister used to have to take me around everywhere and so on and so forth.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a lot.
Yep.
It's a lot. I
Yep.
feel for you, but you've done a good job if you're still standing
Yeah.
smiling and talking about it. How are we going to tell me if you've done a good job anyway? Right? Yeah.
Literally, no, I did do a good job.
Yeah.
I done an amazing job, I believe. And, you know, it really shows with my sister now. Like my sister, she's out here and she's just really doing well, and I'm just proud of her. But I know that she always says, you know, like, thank you, like this has come from you, like you're the most hardworking person that I know, and you've always made me understand that my dreams are possible. And you know, it's just it's good feeling to know that I did that.
Come on.
Yeah, it was worth it.
Do you know, it's like, it's warming me as well, but it's like, it's a good feeling to know you did that, but to know you did it for your sibling and your family as well, it's even more. You know, like to do for another human being still, to encourage them is nice. That's really nice.
Yeah.
I would like you to give everyone out there some advice about their siblings and how they should treat their family and each other.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Okay. So
give it to them.
It's love. You just show them love. Like you give them genuine love and you show them the right way. So wise words of wisdom, anything that, you know, you may get told from somebody at school or even at work that could be really helpful and it could take you to the next level in your life, wherever that is, voice it to your siblings, because at the end of the day, they're going to carry that and they're going to follow. So that's what I would say, is just love as well. Honestly, if you give them a shoulder to lean on and advise, and, you know, give them the right advice when they come to you, even if you don't have the right answer, just give them the comfort, because it goes a long way. That's what's up.
Can you put your hand out in like here?
Yeah.
Up here. 1, 2, 3. That's what I need. We'll do that. A bit more rapid than that.
All right. Next time.
All right. You're there. That was nice. That was very nice. It was good. It's needed as well. People, please mind your family, man. And the times we're in right now, it's hard for people, man. It's hard for everyone, man. Seriously, that's why I love your story, what you were saying, that we're going to pick things out of everyone's life and try and help people.
Yeah.
If you've got siblings, like maybe your parents ain't around helping, so help your siblings, like guide them on the right path. Even if by God's grace you're on the wrong path, unfortunately, you can still guide your siblings onto the right path. It's very important to try and help people that's around you, get them to do better for their lives, man. Love yourself, love life. I love you. Come on. I don't want to get to you like Misty on there, but yeah, sorry, because you got a bit Misty yourself.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry, I'm laughing. We're talking about your life, mate. So here we go now, right? Because I want to know how this one ties in, yeah?
Yeah.
You're outspoken, you're good. You told me everything up until now, but then you said, when you go places, people try you, but you never used to get in no trouble. So what did you do when people used to try you? How do you stop people from trying you without getting no trouble, without whacking no one up or doing nothing? You never had a section of time where you used to slap people like quick, like, yeah, so you wasn't good all the time then, but yeah, do you hear this? You with me? Yeah, you wasn't good all the time. You was a human being like we all are. I had a halo and I didn't do anything wrong. I was outspoken, but no, I was good. You weren't my fault, I slapped him up, but it was your fault. You kicked some ass. You understand? You can't go around kicking us now.
And get away with it every day. Like then people will just keep trying me. So you have to you have to set a tone. The same way you have to set an example for the siblings. Yeah. It's the same way it was for the kids in the playground.
So like we're gonna, and I love it because we're all human beings. Mm-hmm. It's allowed, but you did also say that some of it you was acting stuff out, and you understand that now because it wouldn't be acceptable if you did that now, like because you put more control of your emotion stuff. Absolutely. But you said you was acting things out. You was getting to know yourself. So please don't let me tell your story. Let me tell me how that kind of went.
Yeah. Okay. You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me about when someone tried you, or how they used to always try you, or tell me something. Yeah. Tell me what you did. Tell me from verbatim, from them trying you once to try you twice, to them you saying, "No, the camel's back is broken. That's the straw." Listen, someone's gonna have to. Yeah, tell them about themselves.
No, but you know what? It would never be a matter of them trying me more than once.
Okay,
it would be the once. We'll just have to set the tone, and then that would be it.
Okay, so let's set the tone.
Yeah. Okay.
Set the tone.
So actually,
Halo. I'm gonna call you not Sharn, Halo.
I like that name.
It's a fake name, though. You know that, right? Yeah, because you got to understand the pun. Right.
Sarcasm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fair enough.
It's funny though.
No. So with school, I'll talk about when I moved to Birmingham.
Okay.
So I moved to Birmingham when I was about 10.
Why did you move to Birmingham? And moving is a big thing for anybody. Yeah. But for a child to up and move and then to move to another county or something from London to Birmingham, that's a big thing.
It was a big move. Yeah.
Very big. Go on.
Mum just wanted change. And so we moved to Birmingham and we went to school there. And it was really like a mad experience for me. It was amazing, to be honest.
Okay.
I met a lot of good people that said a few wise words to me that's like stayed with me to this day. Okay. And then I went to school there and I learned some things and I also impacted some lives. And where I'm very faithful now, very spiritual. I'm a Christian also. I can see exactly what had taken place.
Yeah.
Like God sent me there I had some assignments.
You realised, I was going to ask you whether you realised at the time you was having such a good time and it was such a good place, or is it like in hindsight, which is now, it was looking back?
Then and now.
Yeah.
But I know that I was sent there my mum had to make that move for a purpose.
Okay.
And
you can elaborate?
Yeah, so I will tell you about the situation where I had to show people what time it was when they tried me. Okay. And then I will lead it into what I'm telling you now.
Okay.
So I went to school, and obviously, like I said, I was always that kid that would just do her own thing. Now, I had a lot of confidence. I was quite bold. I looked a bit older for my age as well. You know, I was quite tall.
No rush.
Yeah, no, I just don't want to go, like, you know, it's so slow and long. Yeah, so I just want to cut to the chase. But cool. I'll take my time. If I'm going too fast, let me know. Cool. But yeah, so like I said,
I'm joking. I'm so sorry.
Why are you like this?
I don't know. I was born like this, and as time went on, I got worse. I swear.
It's not a bad thing. It's all right.
Yeah. That's not what he says.
So I was quite bold, you know, and it didn't matter whether I saw older or younger. I would just be me. Okay, so that was a problem for some of the older girls, because it's like, who does this little girl think she is, coming into the school like she's somebody in here? Like it was that kind of thing. I know that's what they sort of felt. And with that being said, they, you know, used to try and do little things, little cut eye and just little small things that would be like very obvious but really childish. And obviously with being a young girl, I felt a type of way, but it wouldn't really show. Like you wouldn't see that. So eventually, I don't remember exactly how we got into it, but it was just, it kept going on. And then eventually one day I had to address the situation. And when I addressed the situation, you know, we was going back and forth, etc. And then it
at the time, there.
Right there. I was 11 at this. No, I was 12, I believe. Okay. I was 12 at this point because I was in secondary school. Okay. So we went back and forth, and then eventually it got physical, and I dealt with the situation the way it needed to be dealt with. And
now, would you say that you dealt with it the way you needed to be dealt with, even at your age now, looking back, the mind you got right now, did it need to be physically dealt with, or could it have been dealt with without the physicality?
It definitely could have been dealt with without the phicality. Okay. It could have been, to be honest, it could have actually just never been an issue in the first place.
Okay, thank you.
You know, like it could have never been an issue in the first place. But you know,
there's other things going on, hormones and all sorts of other things.
It was wild. I don't know. So everyone was feeling some type of way. But when I say it got physical, I didn't put my hand on the individual first. The individual put their hand on me first. But then I had to deal with the situation.
Yeah, of course.
But then straight after that, you know, everyone was like, "What? Oh, did you see the new girl?" Getting all excited, you know, all that hype in school. And I was just like, yeah, come on. Walked out like a bossy girl.
Did you do Rocky? Was like,
I was like, come on. But then I'll be real, I went to the toilet and I cried.
Okay,
because why am I fighting like year 11s? That was very overwhelming.
How old was you? How old are they?
I think they were like 15, isn't it? You're like 15 in those age, and I'm like 12. Like I just come out of primary school.
You know the art. It's art. You done good, kid.
Like what are we doing here? Oh,
what you say? Yeah, I relate to it. I don't know what you said, but I relate to it.
You relate
I told you, I don't know what you said. On the edit, I'll see whatever you said. And I don't know. I mean, I know his family anyway. I'm okay. I'm gonna get the wizards anyway. The wizards make up for the wizards. It fucking is all happening.
It's all happening.
I wasn't gonna swear, but I'm swearing. It fucking is all happening. It is all happening, and it's all the wizard today. So, what's happening? Yeah. So all right. She did it. You had to put them in a place. You come out the school gate, and it's a bit better for you now. So, how was it after that? In Birmingham and in the family? How was it with your sisters? What kind of people are your family, like your siblings that would lived with you, your brothers? Yeah.
What they like? Yeah. All right. So in terms of how it was in school, after that, it was nothing but respect, because everyone was like, all right, cool. She's not the one to really go around and try and bully or target. It was just all squashed out after that. And then, like I said, because obviously who I was and standing in my ground and my power, a lot of the people in my year would follow behind me, and then it created a group, and it was a nice positive group because it was like a performing arts school. Would be in the studio recording, dancing, but like doing drama. It was really, really good vibes. So that was all positive. But there was also this girl that got bullied within the school as well. But whilst I was having my own issues, I was literally shouting and coaching her to sort of stand up to people and don't allow nobody to sort of put you down. Now she was quite a big girl, you know, she didn't really carry herself the greatest, but for some reason I still wanted to be her friend. Like I was like, you know what, why not? Like she kept coming towards me, and a lot of people will reject her, and I don't play about that. One thing I don't tolerate is bullying, and obviously people feel nah. It's not. I don't. It's no, never that.
Not nice, not nice.
Even if it's like 3 against 1, I'm just not here for it. I just think
it's not nice. It's not
right
nice at all. Any form of it is disgusting.
Disgusting. But I saw the potential. So we went to this place called the One Stop Shop, and it was like a big shopping centre and everything. And I got some bits and pieces with her for her to get for her hair and like.
You saw the potential. I didn't hear what you meant when you said that.
Yeah, I
just caught up. Sorry,
I saw it. She was a very pretty girl.
I just caught up.
Yeah, and then so she came to school. She stepped in. Cut a long story short, basically, she's come to school, stepped in. She looked good. Everyone was like, "Oh, okay. What's going on with you," kind of thing. But then at the same time she sort of stopped like allowing people to bully her, and she'll stand up to people, and I just continuously keep going with her and constantly talking into her so that she can actually understand that this is not acceptable, and obviously you should be able to just be you comfortably. And then cut long story short, mum said, you know, we're going back to London, we're leaving now.
Wow, it's just like was the move to Birmingham as abrupt as the move back down to London? Or did you know it was coming?
No, I didn't know it was actually coming. I didn't know it was coming.
Like, boom, moving back.
Yeah, so I was like, no, because I felt like really settled in Birmingham. Everything was cool, but then at the same time, it was a good move. But yeah.
So what did that do to the relationship with your mum? Like both moves, because you're saying she's uprooted. She ain't told you, so she's. I don't know what your relationship with your mum, but you said you've done already. Said she's fire. It's a new one, yeah. Don't play with Sharn. If a mum comes, look at me with spitting all over the place. You're toast. You're toast. Yeah. So what's your relationship with her?
I was really close to my mum. I was really close to her. I would tell her everything. You know, she would always like pour into me in terms of like getting me saying, the sky's the limit, Sharn. Like she'll always just say certain things to make me feel like nothing's impossible. Okay. And she was really supportive, loyal. Like she would like, if a situation occurred, she would be there to like by my side and, you know, supporting me and stuff like that. So my relationship with her around them ages was really, really, really strong. And then obviously, I started to grow up, and then, you know, certain things I was kind of upset about because I felt like, you know, like I said, I had a lot of responsibility growing up, and maybe I resented her for a little bit because of that. And
what age did that kind of come in?
I would say
when you wanted to break out, like
my 20s. Yeah, I'm still in my 20s now, but
so what's the
my early 20s.
Yeah, you still going on? What's that? Watch out! So what's the gap between your brothers and you?
14 years.
14 years?
Yeah, the first one anyway.
Okay, so he's 14 years younger than you. Okay, so they're what now? 12?
Yeah, or 13. Yeah.
13. Okay. So what was the relationship like at the same time when you upped and rooted between you and your father, if you don't mind me asking?
What, with my mum?
No. Your relationship.
My relationship with my dad?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because that's it's important, because all these things, I think, they shape us and change us. Sometimes we're aware, sometimes we're not aware. Yeah. As we talk, as I've talked to a lot of different people, you're very open. I appreciate you being open as well. I learn things about myself. I learn things about stuff, and I'm sure there's people at home will learn things and understand, because you even said when you went certain places and you was getting like to the end of your tether, you was upset. You was actually upset about all the responsibilities you had, and that was manifesting. And if you can understand where your emotions come from, you can kind of have control over yourself. Yeah. If you have control over yourself, you can live a good life. A lot of people are behind bars or in places where they don't want to be because they haven't got control over themselves. Yeah. And I think it's very important to understand your journey. This is what this is part of. Understand your journey and how certain things might have like molded or shaped you, and maybe could have, maybe not. That's the reason for that.
Yeah,
but yeah. So you get serious. How to get serious when we're talking serious stuff.
Yeah.
On the ramble, I'm like, yeah. All right, but we're serious. So yeah, how do you think that
So the relationship with my dad, it was. I always had a relationship with my dad. So like we would always speak. And he would always give me a platform to express myself, etc. Like the love was strong, but he wasn't so present. Like he wasn't there on a day to day. He wasn't there like on a week to week either. But that did affect me because I loved my dad. Like my dad is he was a really, really, I don't know, big person for me in my life. Like wow, dad, like
so
for
a lot of children, I suppose,
literally.
So when was he out? Sorry for the disruption as well. I told you this might happen.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was prepped.
Welcome to you because it's a very we're right up.
We're getting it right in the core.
In the core, in the inner carcass. In the carcass. So how do you think you got through it, or how do you think how do you think it manifested in your behaviour because I got my own ones. Like my dad wanted my life till I was 28. I'm not gonna think, but I know that affected me. I think I'm still dealing with that now. Do you know what I mean? Like figuring out stuff, and there's stuff that I may do or pantomimes that I may have that are a result of me acting out as younger, and then they're just in my life now, and that's how I do. I act like this to that situation, or this is because I have actually addressed this. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah,
like, so
it's about healing.
Yeah, and acknowledging, and even right now, I'm healing right now, talking to you right now. With, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, come on, I appreciate you.
Yeah, likewise.
Thank you. So how? I didn't even know what the question was now.
Yeah, so how did it affect me?
Yeah. All right, how do you think it affected you?
I think it created somewhat confusion as a kid. Like why? Like what's the problem? Like that's always been the question. Like why? I don't understand. Like, but then at the same time, it was like a bit of rejection as well, because it's like, well, you're meant to be here and you're not. So I felt rejected. Like like he wasn't there. Like he didn't want to be there sometimes. Like why are you prioritizing things above me? Why am I not that important?
Yeah. Like, do you ever say that to him?
Oh yeah, I did. I've definitely said it to him in many ways.
Okay, directly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the response? You're very brave, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're very brave. No, yeah, I'm saying you're very brave. Some people that's really facing everything.
Yeah.
Can't
blaming.
Huh?
Blaming is what he done. He blamed.
He blames you. Okay,
no,
wow.
Not
he
me.
Blamed, okay, sorry.
But he blamed my mum. Oh, your mum, she moved you to Birmingham, or she, it was just blaming. He didn't really want to take responsibility.
Yeah. And how that made you feel? About him?
Disgusted, to be honest, because it's like, take some responsibility, just accept what the facts are, explain why, because I can, it wasn't an authentic answer. It was just blaming, really, isn't it? So obviously I don't even know if you're even taking me in. But because if he was taking me in, then you'd want to keep it real, and then we'd be able to move forward. So with that being said, it's kind of made me not have much of a relationship with him, because until he's ready to grow up, I'm not going to be tolerating that. I'm sorry. Now that I understand myself more as well as an individual, and I realize that actually, like, it's not about seeking approval and because a lot of us seek approval from our parents, especially, and it's not about that. Like, we have a God that we serve. Okay. And you seek the approval from him because he's the one that gives you the blessings. Do you understand? So when I started to identify that, it changed my life. Yeah. Because actually it used to hold me back a lot, not getting the approval that I wanted from my parents.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you, and voice behind the camera, when you warm up, you've come jump in, because I know this is something you can talk about as well. But I want to ask you, why did I talk to you? I'm going to figure out what I was going to say. I was going to remember a question that you couldn't think. She gone. I can't remember. I remember. I'll put my hand up. All right. I can't remember that. It's gone.
Right, cool.
Right ahead.
What would your father's accountability look like?
Okay, that was it. We could hold that one. Sorry. No, you can hold that one. So, do you not think that because of that, that's the reason you're the person you are right now? Because that's what we would know. We are who we are right now. So that could have helped you, prevented you from going through certain, like you needed that lesson, but that lesson has helped you to have a stronger armor. You understand? Certain things you're not gonna go through. Do you know? So would you have rather had the love of your dad and not have that, and then maybe have your heart broken or hurt by somebody else later on? Do you get what I'm saying? Because somewhere along the line you have to learn the lesson.
Yeah.
You're strong at now 26.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, I do get you, and I do feel like if my dad was a bit different, then maybe I wouldn't have this drive. I don't know, but then I still had to learn a lesson after that with a man, because this was with my ex-partner. I had to learn a lesson with him as well.
Let's go to the voices camera about accountability. I want to get into that as well. Like, over all kinds of boxes.
Ideally,
why are you eating and not offering me?
Ideally, what would your dad's acknowledgement look like? What would his accountability look like to you? Ideally for you. So, like, what would you have wanted it to be?
Oh, okay, right. I'm with you.
What would you been happy with?
I don't know. Just a bit of an explanation as to why things went the way it did, and for him to accept how I felt.
No, definitely.
That's it.
Do you feel like you side with your mum a bit?
No. Well, to begin with, yes, but now, no.
Yeah.
No, I've got my own mind.
Because I feel like sometimes that's what happens. I think it's not that. It's just something's been drummed in your ears over the years. So when that person gets like a one day to speak to you to try and explain, they might not even come up with the right thing. But I think that because we got an expectation of what we want, how we want it to look, I think sometimes we'll miss when someone is actually trying.
Yeah,
it's natural though.
Yeah,
to side with the person you see consistently.
Exactly.
And doing things for you consistently, irrespective of whether they're saying good things or bad things. You're going to do that as a human. And then if I don't know you, I don't even know, as a child, you're here, you're with dad, double dutching. And you can only come in with, because I've been through it as well. Yeah, it's a lot.
And society has already slapped this narrative on what you're supposed to feel like about that anyway.
That's true.
So it's not like we get our individual ways of feeling about not having certain parents around. Everyone kind of gets thrown a way to feel about it.
Yeah, we get thrown everything's a lot of the things we're told.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I shouldn't have eaten a potato. We're told this and we're told that, we're told this. But this lovely Sharn, strong-minded Sharn, because she's strong-willed, that's how we started this off.
Yeah,
of course.
We're going to talk about, let's go, we digress, because we're going to jump in and out. We still got plenty of time. We're going to talk about, you said, so what happened with your boyfriend? What was that? How did that manifest?
Yeah,
how did you deal with that situation? Because we're helping people out here.
That was quite interesting, because I got into that relationship at 17, and that relationship lasted for 7 years.
So do you now think that as a result of the relationship you didn't have with your dad, you might have got into that relationship?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is what happens.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? This is what happens.
It's the truth. Yeah.
And so you have certain pantomimes with him.
Yeah, he reminded me of my dad, to be honest, in certain ways, in certain aspects. Do you know what I mean? The comfort in the way the way he gave me a platform to speak. The same thing that my dad done is like I would get from him from somewhat degrees as well. But like I would say with my ex, it was a lesson. It was a lesson for me to learn self-love. Now, I wasn't treated completely bad and I wasn't treated completely great. There was certain things that he could have, got together. But I would say it was a lesson because I would pour so much into him, like literally from scratch. Now, this is quite interesting because this will come into link with my business. Yeah.
Okay.
So with
we'll
him...
We'll jump to business next and we can jump back and forth. Then we can go back and forth like back to the future. Because so we're voice by the camera missed some stuff. But anyway, go on.
With my ex, it was like...
And the wizard's been a wizard today.
Yeah, but he seems a bit all right now that he's had potatoes.
Grab some more potatoes. I like you,
yeah, so with that being said, my ex, he was a lesson. What was I saying? Sorry, he was a lesson. And
the lesson that you learned was not accountability, self-love.
Yeah, that was it. So like I said, he could have done some things better. And then obviously over time, he would do things like, see other girls behind my back. And that was quite interesting because I would never, ever expect him to do it. Ever. So when
wait a minute. Go on. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, so when it happened, it was just like a heartbreaking situation. But then when, like I said, it was that comfort that, I don't know, something kept me staying in that situation after, which was very strange because I'm the kind of person that will lock off a situation if I see that it's not good for me, like I told you at the beginning. But there'll be some time.
Go on.
There'll be some times in some certain situations I realised that I would hold on to. And I think the reason why I did is because of that attention or comfort, love, whatever that I was looking for from my parents, that approval I was looking for from my parents. I think sometimes I would allow people to stay in my life longer than they should because of what I felt they gave that I didn't have.
What kind of conversations
So,
would you have with yourself? Because I've been in that, or I know of people, like what, in the moment of you feeling the betrayal, whatever it may be, emotional one, the actual physical one where he's cheated on you, whatever. And it's another time, if it was anyone else, you would be going, or that would be like enough for you to leave.
yeah.
What kind of conversations did you have with yourself? Like that stuff. Yeah,
You need to go. Like I was saying to myself, you need to end this relationship. And I was very sure that I needed to end the relationship. But the way he would fight was like, for me to stay, it was crazy. Like it was a serious, like, it was also like manipulation. When, like, now that I'm a bit older and I see things different, I'm like, that was manipulation, gaslighting and all sorts.
Yeah, it's a lot because you wanted to stay. So even when he's gaslighting you, if it was somebody else,
I didn't want to stay.
Okay.
I didn't want to stay, but then within me, I would want to stay. Yeah? Like it's like, oh, why did he have to do this? Like I don't actually want to leave, but you know what, I have to leave. Yeah. And I would be very like solid on I'm leaving. Yeah. When I say you wanted to stay, I mean he's cheated on you and everything. You want to leave because he's betrayed you. But you still want to have that nurturing feeling. You want the hugs, you want the cuddles, you want to stay. You want to have all the other stuff that comes with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So if that hadn't happened, you could stay. There would be no problem with you staying.
Yeah.
So you really want to stay, but you can't stay because this thing's happened. But now he's gaslighting you and he's giving you enough to stay even though you don't want to stay because you still want those comforts. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever they may be. For everyone, they're different things. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that's how it's a manipulative game. If you didn't want none of the things he was telling you to stay for, you won't be staying. I'm sure you've had relationships since then, or just times when I'm going, the person like, no, you're like, okay, are you done?
Literally,
it kind of all depends on the kind of people we like, and even you were quite young when you got with him, yeah. So like, how much experience did you have prior to that?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you can judge yourself or yourself. You're kind of just molding yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And when you're going through that first relationship, you're still trying to follow certain guidelines of this unwritten rule book of relationships. Do you get what I'm saying? I think sometimes people should be a bit more.
You're in it.
You're
going along.
No, but I think you could, like, again, it's stupid as it sounds. I feel like you should kind of know your rule book, as like go into the thing with the rule book. If that's what, because people start expecting things of people without having the conversations.
But how easy is that when you're young? Cause you're talking like 16, 17.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know nothing until I was like in my 30s. You can't
go with a book at 17.
But the same, I think it's a shame when everybody has the same deal breakers.
What do you
mean?
Like most women in conversation, theatrically, was it? That's the right word. Theoretically, women have the same theory on what they would accept and not accept. You know what I'm saying? So cheating thing, depending on, and is a deal breaker. But again, cheating happens in different direction in different ways. So it's like, how do you measure it in the same way with every relationship? And who's the person that you've got?
What is cheating now? Cheating. There's all sorts of cheating. There's there's physical cheating.
It's a context of a game, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. There's all kinds of cheating, but I would say taking it too far is meeting up with an individual and consistently speaking with that individual on a day-to-day basis, because people have long distance relationships.
Yeah.
So just because you're not seeing someone, it doesn't mean that you're not gaining some feelings, etc.
No, 100%. I'm just saying what I think the more women know what they're going to deal with is the more they can handle a relationship. I think if every woman's deal breakers are the same, it kind of don't make any sense.
I don't know. I think there's different type of deal breakers. There's all sorts.
Cheating. I want to get to the cheating thing.
Yeah,
cheating. I want to get this cheating thing quickly.
Cheating is a no-no.
No, but what is cheating?
What is it?
But cheating, there's all different kinds of cheating. Is cheating okay? If cheating is a no-no, your partner needs to know the no-nos before they happen. Because imagine if you're just starting as well, you don't even know the no-nos. Because like literally, I didn't know no. Okay, it sounds mad. You don't know the no-nos. I know the no-nos. I don't know. Come on, yo. Saying beer smoke. Anyway, no, like certain things I didn't know they were no-nos. No pun intended. Until I was in it. until sometimes like my heart was actually broken by a woman or things happen. I was like, I don't like that. I don't want that. I don't. And she don't know until the things happen.
Okay,
something.
Yeah.
And then you can now say they're no-nos for you.
Yeah.
Other things, like same as me personally, I mean, same thing. I don't really like them, but I know they're gonna happen. Like man are gonna stick it on my girl if I got a girl. Man and man, innit? You can't stop a man from sticking it on a woman. But certain men don't like it and they get mad. They'll get upset. But
that's to do with their insecurities, I believe.
Yeah, I think I digress a little bit from the cheating thing. But yeah, you're right. It's down to their insecurities. But then some men would say it's cheating if you even like, if you're like, you have no, listen, you have to shut that down. Some women like, no, shut them down. If a woman says shut it down, else you're cheating. Some people are like that.
Yeah, no.
Wow,
if you laugh,
that's wild.
And look, you just said, look, you never said nothing about no sex, you know. You just said having regular conversations.
Yeah, but you're saying if someone laughs randomly, if a guy came up to a girl and made a comment, and then she giggled with him and kept it moving, that's a form of cheating.
Everything starts somewhere though.
No, but she's not interacting with him though.
No, but for the other person that might be cheating, everything starts somewhere. That could be an opening for a guy to come back and answer, try and make you laugh again.
Oh, so you're talking from a female's perspective.
I'm talking from everyone's perspective.
I don't think the female would be cheating if she laughed.
I mean, like, you see, that's
how paranoid you are.
Down to you. It goes back to that thing where I just said about, like, everyone's got their own spectrum. And I just said, oh, no, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't want my missus full on hugging anybody. I don't care. Like maybe half hug sometimes, and that's family and that. Maybe not even that. Do you know what I mean? But there's certain things, and it's just certain people don't mind.
True.
There's certain things I just mate. Mate.
True.
God, what were you gonna say?
It's about communication. I'd say.
I feel like the cheating comes down to life quality. Like how is your life improved? Are you getting sex well? Like these are the things that a woman should consider before she thinks it's cheating. Because I feel like if there's some guy that's just a bum and he's not doing that, and he's just in your yard and he's hella loyal, Mr. Loyal with the do-rag, he's chilling in the front room, PlayStation, whatever,
I come to say the day.
waiting for you to come home to give him money, but he's loyal. Would you prefer that over someone that could actually better your lifestyle, fly you away or whatever it is that you want to do, help your business and pleasure you?
Now, okay, you're gonna answer that question because I've got it.
I don't know.
So that's what I'm saying. What you do know, but you just don't want to say.
No, I just actually don't know. So what? Sorry, give it to me again.
You want
pause?
Yeah.
No, that's not pause. She can have it.
Pause.
No,
Continue.
All right. You see you choose today. You see She told her. All right. You carry on. Come on.
No, so basically what I'm saying, two characters here, yeah? And they're both...
It definitely is.
Yeah?
Sorry.
There's one guy that depends on you.
Yeah.
And he stays in your house.
Right.
As well. But he's hella loyal.
Oh.
Not looking at no girl. He's not doing anything because he's in your yard. But you have to kind of cater to him.
Okay. I didn't catch that bit. So
Yeah,
that's why I needed
you have to pay for him. But he's a great guy and he's loyal. And he's got the do-rag in your living room. Yeah? And then you've got another guy, businessman, doing his thing, about like ambitious, and gives you good loving. Maybe I'll even give the loyal guy in the yard. Maybe I'm not saying he can give you no good loving, but I don't know how much good loving he can give you if he's in the yard all the time.
But yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the most if you're in the house.
The mental.
Fucking,
because you have to. Women have to be sex mentally before you sex them physically anyway, and doing that.
But if you're there 24/7,
mental sex.
24/7, you'll figure out a way.
No, you won't. Bro.
Yeah, you will.
You won't. Let me get
female. Yeah, you're right.
So which guy would you approve of? The businessman. So now, what perks has this businessman got?
What is this?
We're on the same page. He's
ambitious. I know, but what perks? What's differently to because this guy that was loyal. I didn't say the businessman was as loyal as that guy. I said the businessman might on the side over here, might fly away over there. You don't really know too much about him, but you just know he's that guy.
Look at your eyes. When he said flavor.
Yeah.
Did it?
Your eyes were...
Ask
a question. I want to ask a question.
So you don't know. So if I don't
know.
Yeah, if you're saying I don't know and I wouldn't find out.
There you go. See? So now
but you know, so it's all right. So it don't matter.
Yeah,
so anyway, you just said it don't matter. Listen, if he's working, it's the but it's what it is. It's how everything is right now. So wait a minute. So if You got a husband, even if you've husband, if you got a husband, boyfriend, whatever, you're not giving him none.
Right.
He's there, same thing, businessman, whatever.
Yeah.
Husband, lawyer in the house, same two guys. You're not giving him none for a period of time. And he asks you for something, you don't give him none. You ask for something, don't give him none. Or you know, because your partner, whether he tries it on you, don't give him none. Nah. Not tonight, I'm tired. Not tonight, I'm washing my hair, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
If he goes and gets it somewhere else, is that cheating? Because he's not playing. You're not playing the game. So if I'm not getting a hand of cards, this is me. I'm making this up as I go along. Yeah, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
If I'm not getting a hand of cards and I go and play another game, how the hell am I cheating?
You're definitely cheating.
How?
Because you just left.
Yeah, you painted the picture all wrong, mate.
How?
You've gone and slept with another woman.
Yeah?
That's cheating.
See?
Cheating. Oh, so
you're in a relationship.
So wait a minute. Okay, let me this then. Put this. Okay, cool. Now, cool. Same thing. So I'm living in the house with you, yeah? Mm-hmm. You won't cook. You won't live on no food at all. I'm dying of starvation.
These things are not what no one cares about.
I'm saying this is the question I'm asking. I care about it. Same thing with me. Yeah. Dying of starvation. You got what? You eat somewhere else.
Yeah.
Is it cheating?
No, but I would feel away. As a woman, you'd feel away.
To me, it's the same thing. If you're not getting what you're supposed to get out of a situation, within a situation for a long period of time, and you go to get it from somewhere else, if you give the other person the knowledge that you need this thing and they're not giving it to you, you're not cheating. You've let them know the rules of the game and you're doing your thing. That's what I'm saying. I don't think anyone, my point is, I know people that have been in a relationship for years or months or whatever, they're not giving their partner either way and they go outside and they say you've cheated. I don't think you're cheating. That's the whole point of what I just said to you. For a period of time, if you don't give it to someone, they go, you've got no right to get upset. That's all I'm talking about.
A lot of people be with people they don't like.
Yeah, but still, that's what I mean. So you're with someone you don't like, but you're keeping them there, you're not giving them none.
Yeah.
Women do that to men a lot. I don't care, it's happened to me and I'm bitter. It happened to me before, like, no, for real.
No,
and you sit there trying to be faithful and all that. And then you're hurting your own self trying to be faithful.
100%.
But the game is not being played the right way. That's why I had to ask, is that cheating? I don't think it's cheating unless you feel like you're cheating. That's how I feel.
I just feel like, like men and women should just understand the positions a bit more. You guys say understand positions.
Let me concur with this guy too quick. No.
I know, understand positions because a lot of the things that
coming back to you now, Sharn. Come back to you right now, Sharn.
Yeah. So a lot of the things that women say they don't like, it's not always true. You get what I'm saying? So half of the time,
here we go.
The nice guy finishes last anyway, innit?
The nice one.
The nice guys finish last.
Sometimes nice guys.
Sometimes they don't even finish.
What? Yeah, fuck the nice guy. What?
So, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so when they sit there talking about cheating on me and that's only when they ready to talk about that. Because if they're looked after, that's the game. That's the game they're talking about in terms of cheating. If your life is better and you're happy in every other way, why would you even look for anything to ruin that?
This is my point. That's roughly my point, what I'm saying. But it's okay once the man's giving the money, then you can go and do a little something on the side because men will be men. But if he's not doing it, he doesn't have that privilege no more.
No, you should know that as a man though.
No sex, sorry.
You should know that as a man. When you ain't got no money, you ain't got no privileges.
That is diabolical.
That is the realest thing. Where are you going when you ain't got no money? Go get some money. You know what I mean? Why am I going to look for a woman? Why am I going to expect a woman to now deal with me when I ain't got nothing going on for myself?
Why do women expect guys to deal with them when they haven't got nothing going on for them?
Because that doesn't matter to us. A high value woman doesn't have to have anything going for herself. She just needs to look good.
Not for me.
I think it depends.
I think
it depends. No, it just depends on the individual. So, like, for example, you may just want a woman that looks good.
No,
it's a man
just to men.
Another one.
Just to men in general.
No, but there's some men I know that, like, if a woman looks good, that doesn't mean anything to them. Like, it's about having substance as well.
It'll be like a food. You know, you can eat a nice food.
When it comes to sex, no one cares about substance.
Not just sex, though, as a whole. In a relationship, like, if you're going to want someone, you're going to need, it needs to make sense. They need
No, I'm not saying that you know, no one wants anyone with substance. I'm just saying, in general, that what we are as species, women have a certain needs and men have certain needs. I don't think a man needs a successful woman.
Oh, just to have sex?
Yeah, because that's what it's based on. Because it's just, we're here to reproduce. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, but this when you say a relationship,
you know what I mean. A relationship stuff is us intelligent, like being like humans and intellectualizing the whole situation. But our actual process is just to mate and continue.
Yeah, correct.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Then people are still going to say, right, this woman needs to have substance, or maybe this woman needs to just be good looking or have BBL. Like, there's
BBL, that's another thing. But even substance, what does substance look like?
What is
substance?
BBL?
Is having something.
Brazilian batty. Lift.
Yeah, like no, I wasn't specific. I'm not being specific here. I'm just hypothetically speaking.
Yeah. What,
Yeah,
is that what
that's
BBL is?
BBL.
Brazilian body lift.
Yeah.
Brazilian body lift. I learn something new every show. BBL.
Just saying them bums that looking like they sat on it for half an hour.
Oh, okay.
See?
That's not Red Bull. I love you.
Oh, that's not Red Bull either.
Face me.
Rubicon Bull.
This is what
Louis, your mouth is
this
dry.
is so I love you. How come I be social and you not be individual? What, dog? Can you see that, though? You caught that, son?
Yeah.
You caught that, yeah? This is what I'm working with.
That was a
bro. This is
communal
my-
one.
This is my family, man.
Yeah.
This is my family. They treating me.
We cheated him.
I'm the oldest brother. That's how they just do me. They do that, though. Do your siblings do that? Though?
No.
No. Fucking hell. I'll just come to your family. Mate. Cool. Mate, so...
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I was imagining it just now. Just leaving them being treated nicely.
Literally.
I'm sharing.
Yeah.
I got potatoes. I'm sure you was eating chicken.
I was.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
I got potatoes.
I saw that.
Okay, I'm just saying.
It's still some. You want some?
I'm after the fact. I
Go
love
on, you have to
but
pass
no,
him
no,
some
no,
chicken.
no.
He said it on the show.
This is what I got to do. This is what I got to do to
Yeah.
every day.
He said it
No,
on
you
the
chicken.
show.
Chicken.
Oh, yeah, chicken is good, though.
Yeah, take the chicken.
Fuck you, I don't like
Take
it.
it.
No, wait, no. Chicken was good, though. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
You see, you
Come on, double
what you
dip.
said to get on, though. Yeah. So,
And that double.
yeah, this is another thing, yeah, guys. Like, love your family, sibling rival. Not siblings will be siblings. Family's a good thing, man.
Definitely.
I love my family, man. Love yours, man. If you've got any rifts in your family, life's too short. Repair them. Try and repair them. Any rifts you have, repair them. Fuck it. We're all gonna die. That's it. We're all gonna die. But live.
Before.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. But live. You know what I'm saying. And you live with your family, people that you make memories with. And Sharn, your business. While I chew on this chicken that they gave me to eat, it's very unprofessional. They gave me the wrong time. It's cold. I'm still gonna eat it. I'm hungry. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, guys. Your how does your
My business operate.
how does it tie into your boyfriend? But I don't
Oh,
go back into
yeah,
relationships,
because
though. How does it tie in?
yeah. So I supported him because basically I really liked him. Yeah,
You love him.
I liked him a lot.
love him.
I think I liked him a lot.
You like him a lot.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So
You ever been in love?
I had love for him, but I wouldn't say.
No, you ever been in love?
I don't think I was in love. No,
You've never been in love.
no, I don't
Lying
think
to
so.
herself.
Not yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why she does it. She's loved that guy.
She's loved that guy, right?
I don't know.
She was on the wall.
She's been for 7 years.
Yeah, but
Turn the 7 upside
you're
down
so,
is love.
when you're so
For fuck's
young,
sake.
you don't really. What is love
Where
when
did
you're that
come
age?
from? Oh yeah, it's L.
It's a commitment. Love isn't a feeling.
I liked him a lot.
You know,
Love's a
I'm going
commitment.
from the 7 upside down to L.
Yeah.
I like this guy. I want to eat my chicken. Talk about your business.
Yeah, so all right, yeah, so I helped him with CVs.
See?
No, I didn't love him. I liked him a lot.
You loved him.
Quite nice.
So yeah, basically, yeah, I helped him with his CV and really. So basically, I liked him a lot, like I said, and
Helped him with his CV. I
And-
put a nigga on. I gave him some money.
no, I did not give him money.
I'm joking.
No, but I did like him a lot. But for me, he just wasn't the person that I wanted him to be at the time because I wanted something a bit different. But then I really liked him as an individual. So what I wanted was somebody who was on a similar path to me. And at the time he wasn't because he was just doing something on the side where he was gaining small little money. Whereas I was working for...
Ooh. Let her finish, man.
No, I know, but
I was working...
let's not do this.
I was working at Citibank as a HR administrator and I was 17. So that for me, I was getting quite big money for that age. So it was like I wanted somebody to match that. Otherwise, I'd feel like, not that I'm being held back, but it's just that we won't be able to enjoy the same. So I sort of like...
This guy.
He's
How
trouble.
do you still feel the same way now?
In terms of like...
In terms of knowing what you know now about
Mm-hmm.
life and everything, and knowing what you're thinking, what you was thinking then, and how people change and the evolution of humans and how you can grow and develop with each other,
Mm-hmm.
do you still believe that was the right decision to make, that you should have been thinking like that just because his money wasn't as long as yours? It's like, no, let me find someone else whose money's longer than mine or who wants their money to be as long as mine, irrespective of the things that you like and loved about him. You think that you made the right decision? Well, some
No.
chicken across the thing.
I didn't think I made the right decision.
You don't mean- okay,
No,
can
because
I answer
remember at the beginning I was saying to you that I used to help a lot of people and it used to hold me back. and take me off of what it is that I need to be focusing on.
Yeah.
I think that's what it done.
But you can't possibly understand anything until you go outside, and like the voice by the camera will give you that as well. You can't know that you're wasting your time on someone else's stuff until you waste your time on someone else's stuff and realize the value of your time. So certain things are necessary anyway. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know, because at the same time, it's like being in that relationship for so long. There was times where I knew that I shouldn't have been there. Do you understand? Because I knew there was.
So I'm not taking away from that, but I'm saying like that would be your petrol. That's what will make sure you don't do it another time.
Oh, okay, my lesson.
So you needed that.
Yeah,
so
but
all that time when you're saying, like, when people say, okay, I'm gonna go on a diet, or I'm gonna stop smoking, or I'm gonna do this, but they're still smoking or they're still doing the thing in it, you're still doing it, but you're saying you don't want to do it. When you eventually get to the thing, you're good.
Yeah.
But you remember the whole journey, because like, you remember that I was saying it, now I'm doing it. Do you know what I mean? Or now I've done it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I feel like that is also to do with your relationship with God. Because I feel like
this is his realm as well.
Yeah,
not that he's a god or anything. It's just the words behind the camera. I am the voice behind the camera.
So it was to do with my relationship with God, because if my relationship with God was stronger at the time, I would have left that situation a long time ago. I had to learn multiple lessons to find God, if that makes sense. Because eventually it got too much, and then it was like, well, who am I actually going to run to?
That's and then, said.
So
you have to go for stuff to get to where you're at.
I had to go within. Yeah, but what I'm saying, exactly, you're right. But then if my relationship was stronger with God at the time, I would have not been. I would have had to go through that lesson
to develop. You had to develop your relationship, and that developed your relationship by default.
No, because I wanted a relationship with God. I always wanted it.
I apologize for saying
I always wanted a relationship with God. That was I was born into church, but I didn't understand God, and it was like, okay, it was like build a relationship with God. But how? How do you build a relationship with God? I don't understand it. Talk to me.
How did you do it?
So. How I feel like God spoke to me. He did. He said, literally, I don't know how I heard it or why I heard it so clearly that one day, but it's like one day he just turned around and said, literally, stop talking and watch. And I followed. And as I started to follow, I started to see more and more of what I needed to see, and it started to become clearer and clearer, and I started to make the right decisions then. Then after I started to realize, wow, like you can actually go within, like, and actually make moves, like, and then that's when I started to see things in a whole different perspective.
Finding
myself, and it's all about.
Be easy, please.
It's all about self-belief, I would say, as well. With God, it's all that self-belief, and the reason why is because I believe God is within me.
Yes,
and I believe that I can get all the answers from within, and when I do get the answers from within, I also have to act upon the answers that I'm getting from within. And then that's when I started to realize, we're creators. Like, we're actually creators. We're the ones that are in control of everything. And then
please preach it.
And then my life started to change, because I ended that relationship, and then I started to make certain moves that was benefiting me, and it was literally just always following. Like, anything I feel, anything I see, anything I hear from within, I follow now. Whereas before, I wouldn't be able to. It was too chaotic for me to even be able to hear it anyway. So I needed to literally take a lot of people out of my life, including my ex-boyfriend, friends, ex-friends, like loads of people, family members. Everybody had to go. And then once they went, that's when I was able to hear. So it was like from there.
It's important to give yourself that space.
And how long ago was that?
That happened in 2021. 2021. Yeah. 2021 that happened, it took place, and it was crazy. And since then, like, things have just been going rapid in my life. But it's like I avoid so much now from going within.
Avoid so much. So talk to me about your business, because I want you to talk about your business before we wrap up.
Yeah.
X amount of time. I want to really talk about them.
Yeah, no problem. So with my business, that was also that was as part of my spiritual journey.
What is your business?
So it's a employment and education institution. So basically what we do is support adult and young people into employment, education and training.
Okay.
So that's what we do.
Nice.
But
what's it called?
It's called Emerald Mindset.
Emerald Mindset.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. How long have you been had the business?
It's been a year and 2 months now. Well done. It's been standing now. But like like I said, it was a part of the journey, the spiritual journey, where everything just started to come to me and I started going within. And that's when I say things started to move for me very rapidly. It started off because in my last job, I was working at a company as an employer engagement and skills manager. And that was looking after a team of like employment advisors, engagement advisors, and then also looking after the contracts for like apprenticeships and traineeship provisions. And then as I started to gain the skills, because to be honest, my whole employment history, it's a story within itself and a testimony. Do you understand? But I can't go too into that.
We have to have a podcast.
Yeah,
I told you about that.
Yeah, you did say, yeah.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah.
I told you. Go on.
So in my jobs, it was always like a lone role. So I'd always be doing something by myself. So as a business development manager or as a partner engagement and skills manager or a partnerships manager, I would always be in the position on my own. So I had to figure out a lot of things. And that was like finding solutions to a lot of problems. Or if like I would be working with, for example, the DWP or like the BBC, the Metropolitan Police, whoever, I'll be working with them and basically getting like referrals in and also like coming up with things that would support the young people or adults that we're supporting at the training provider. And then eventually, like, people were just really saying, Sharn, I need to work with you directly. I'm going to send a couple of young people, but I need them to go with you directly. And then that started to speak to me a little bit. I was like, like, a lot of people are starting to buy, they're buying me. They're not buying the service that we're providing. So I'm like, okay. So I started to see things as interesting. Not possible at that moment. It was more interesting. And then
interesting.
Yeah. So Emerald Mindset came from a vision. It was a vision. I was meditating and it came up as a vision. That's how the whole thing of me even starting a business came about. It was a vision and it was like a meditation, a guided meditation, and I visualized the whole thing. Like I didn't visualize so much like the company itself, but I visualized me standing up talking. There was all my staff members there. I was applauding them, and there was a crowd there, and they were all looking up at us and just really happy. Yeah. And
when you say guided meditation, what are you talking about?
So it was talking me through. So it was like,
did you have a shaman or?
No, it was just literally on YouTube. Literally,
okay.
Literally sat down on my carpet, just closed my eyes, and it was saying you're walking up the stairs, and you had to vision the staircase.
Yeah.
But it was like, but then you can see the sky. So I saw ropes. So I was climbing up some ropes, and then you got to the top, and then you were saying, all you can see is the sky around you. And then you're in a room, and the room that I visualized was like a sauna kind of setting, that wooden kind of setting. And I had a white towel on, white wrap around my head. And I just remember just sitting there, breathing in, breathing out like they instructed. Then after that, it says you land anywhere. And I landed on a mountain, which was really weird. But anyway, I could see everyone, but no one could see me. Then it says you just enter a room now. And then the room that I visualized, like I said, was like a stage, and then the audience there.
Amazing.
And I opened my eyes. I was with my ex-partner at the time, and I said, I'm going to become a businesswoman. I said, that's it. Yep, I'm doing it. Watch. And then that was it.
Was that the day that he left you? No,
I left him. Okay, I left him. But yeah, so after that vision, I started to really see things different, and that's when I wanted everyone gone. It was like, all right, everybody has to go now. I need to focus. Yeah. And then I skipped a bit. So like I said, at work, somebody kept coming to me and was like, I have somebody that's saying they want your help because they're looking for a bit more support with getting like learner recruitment on board. And I was like, come into this room with me. And then we went into the room, we spoke about it, and I was like, all right, that sounds good. Give me the details. Took the details.
You're funny.
And then we spoke business. And then, yeah, it was, but I didn't know what I was doing, to be honest. I was just trying a thing. Like, I was just saying, let me just try it. And then one day I was laying on my bed, and then there was a call that came through, and it was somebody that was calling from another training provider. And they were saying, I've got your number from a directory. Is it okay if, you send some young people that could be interested in our courses? And I was like, yeah. So did you get my number from the company that I was working at? And then they were like, no, just says your name and your number's there. And I was like, okay. Now, as I was saying with the whole godly thing, it's like that spoke to me. So I was like, So I came off the phone. I said, I don't know, but I'll let you know if anything comes up. And I came off, and then I said, no, call back. Someone said, call back. And I called back and I said, I could support you, but obviously there would be
a fee.
Yeah.
Or charge. Yeah.
There you go. And then from there on, he was like, okay.
Did you say, I could support you?
No, the way I said,
there would be a fee. How did you say it?
So I said, how did I say it to him? So I said, No, I did actually. Before I came off the phone, I said, yeah, there could be somebody that could potentially support you with this. I lied, actually. I said, there could be somebody that could potentially support you with this. Yeah. And
Thinking cap
after,
on. Thinking like The Voice.
I started speaking for
Start thinking
myself,
like The Voice. Yeah.
but in third person. Yeah.
Be the middleman.
Hold on a minute, somebody Yeah, hello? Yes, hi. Yes, you talking to my friend, yes. I'm very, very skilled in this. All day.
People want to haggle with you, but if you say, look, I got the guy.
Literally, I'm telling you. So then, yeah, like I said, I called back, and then that's when I said, yeah, that person is me, and this is how we can go about things, etc. He said, okay, no worries, I'll get you in contact with the director. And then, yeah, I followed up the following week, had a conversation, a meeting. Same kind of conversation like this, like, who are you? What are you about? Like, talk to me, da-da-da. Yeah. And I told him, and he was like, yeah, I'm feeling this. Like, and then from there on, we started working together.
Yeah. Oh, in fact, we might start working together.
Yeah.
I'm going to say there's no job at the end of here, but yeah, we might start working. Yeah, it's very well. Well, no, you've got loads of things going on. I mean, you spoke about some stuff. We'll talk off camera about that as well, but you spoke about some stuff, like working with certain people and jump on stuff.
Was she making small money on the side?
Yeah. No, she wasn't. He wasn't going back to that. He put a pin right up in that. You know what? We got plenty of time. We got loads of time. We can go into that. What I'm going to ask now? Do you know what? Let's go back to that. But you have spoken about your business to the extent you would like to talk about your business. I want to get everything out about your business now. Because you spoke about loads of other stuff, but let's get to that. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
What, my business?
Yes, your business.
Yeah, so, wait, what do you mean?
Like, I mean, we've got some time left.
Yeah.
We've got some pins and a few things.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anything else you want to talk about your business before we digress? And then we can digress and then I know where we're at because we've got time.
Okay, yeah. So I will tell you a little bit more about what we do. So
yes, thank you.
Yeah, so for example...
And how you do it.
And how we
can get involved.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, how we can get involved, etc. We can talk off mic. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So with what we do at the business, it's delivering maths and English functional skills to adults and young people. Cool. We deliver maths and English functional skills is an equivalent to a GCSE. Okay. So when they fail, they can go and get a functional skills, and then that is like an equivalent. So that opens doors for them to go uni. That opens doors for them to do apprenticeships.
Okay, so certain age group of children, like when they're leaving school age. What?
Yeah, so we do it for 16 plus.
Okay,
so 16
plus,
to 65 really, because we also have an adult education budget which is up for 19 plus. So that could be 19 to 65.
Okay.
We also deliver apprenticeships. So we work with employers, and then we have the qualification that we obviously match up with that. Nice. And then that's delivered over a course of 12 to 18 months.
Nice.
We did do traineeships, but that's coming to an end now.
Traineeships.
Okay. So that's like work experience alongside doing like maths and English functional skills, for example.
Okay.
And then we will do also like construction. We can do media as well. Media is very popular.
Yeah.
And then we've got this new program called the Mindset Program. And the Mindset Program is a course that I came up with, but it is an accredited course because it's going to have certain curriculums.
When you say you came up with, you created it?
I created it, yeah.
And now it's going to be what?
It's going to be like, yeah, but it's going to be accredited because there's of course what's in it. So we've got IT digital skills, and then we've also got networking that's going to be involved in it, social media management, also employability skills so that you're employable.
Okay, yeah.
But obviously you need that, regardless, you need employability skills, whether you want to be a businesswoman, man, or whether you want to be an employee. You need to have that.
Yeah. And I've got a pin in something now.
Yeah.
You've got a pin in something. I've got a pin in that employability skills. So get back to that. Go on.
Very vital. But this course is basically about people getting their minds right. So it's about self-development as well. Because in order to start a business, you need to have it's all about the mindset. That's what I believe. That's how I started. So that's what I now want to teach. So I'm going to get involved in, obviously, getting involved in that, the self-development side of things. But then when it comes to like the digital skills, etc., and employability skills, I may get a bit involved in. But then after that, I'll leave it to my tutors. So they will just deliver that, and it will be of a course of 3 weeks. But then I want to deliver that all over. Because a lot of people are really attracted to it. All over London right now, because we're pan-London. But then I do want to do it internationally as well, because on Facebook I have people reaching out to me all the time saying that they would need some support in certain areas that I can't support them because obviously, well, I can, but
the network isn't reach as far as
the capacity is a bit difficult right now. We could do something like that for free, but right now our funding is pan-London, so that's what we're focused on. And then that's pretty much everything that we do, and obviously we do full-time employment opportunities as well. But the business is basically a business that runs and works in partnerships with the local authorities as well. So like the DWP, we work with the councils, we work with like other educational institutions. We work with reputable employers as well to support the young people.
Happened to me as well.
Yeah, it's jarring.
Yeah, I know.
It was cold as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. But God,
Yeah. Because my belief is that it's all going to well going on a course or doing a program, but what is the outcome? Do you know what I mean? So it's about making sure that we secure those vacancies for the young people and the adults so that they can have an outcome after they finish the course. So they get the fundamental skills and then they go on and move on. And then hopefully if they need any more support in the future, they can come back to us.
Well done, man. That's really all of that. You put that all into like. Well done, man.
Yeah.
Well done. You must have such a sense of satisfaction, of gratification from doing your job and that coming to you, how it came to you. You just woke up to your boyfriend and said, "I'm gonna be a businesswoman." You
should have done the laugh as well.
Well, no, power to you.
Thank you.
If someone recommended you, I know that's how we're talking. I can't remember who it was. You're gonna have to remember who recommended you to me.
Samuel.
Samuel?
Yeah.
Where's Samuel from?
He works for the DWP as well.
Samuel. How do I know him? Yes, he did. Someone called me and recommended. That's how I know you.
Yeah.
But well done, Samuel. Thank you, Samuel, for recommending you. Well done, man.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done. Do
you know what your IQ is?
My IQ? No.
Yeah, I think you got a very high. Yeah, your high IQ. Even the way you're talking and how it's just. I feel sorry for our boyfriend. Like, shut that. Where was you? No, that doesn't really make sense because.
Longitude and latitude with a time and a circumference and a thing. Try again. Any questions? No.
Covered everything. That's good enough.
No, we've always got questions. I'm just asking if they got any questions. What's it, you got any questions?
What music did you listen to?
Oh, I like Afrobeats, R&B, slow jams. Yeah, bashment. Yeah. But I've kind of fell off of bashment a little bit. I feel like it's died out a little bit. I think it's the Afrobeats that gets me good vibes now. Yeah, that's what I like.
But how can music die out? Like for me personally, like constantly you're saying, like the music's still there, but just the time it plays has died out.
No, it just we didn't have as much options. So I still feel like they still have two different modes. Like an Afrobeats vibe is more of a and the dance was just more of a
you gotta be in the music dancing like
it's a blackout. You know what I'm saying?
What's the worst advice you've ever been given? I wish I had a camera, on this him with what he just done with all that. All this the Broca and all that, and the other thing as well. Like, seriously, the visuals is just not there. One day, one day,
they can hear it, man.
Especially when they're late. I'm gonna put them on here. Come on, the 100th episode they're gonna be there.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll come on with a mask.
Mask,
That's just the voice on it.
You said that's what you want.
No.
Oh,
yeah.
You see,
you just felt it.
What's the worst advice someone has given me?
Yeah.
Right. Somebody. It's so crazy because I'm the kind of person that I listen to advice, but I make my own decisions. So it's so hard to say.
So best advice you've ever been given?
The best advice, go for it.
So you know the good one, you know the bad one. Yeah. You listen to the good one, you don't listen to the bad one. That's what you're saying.
She listens to you.
Yeah, I do listen. Yeah.
She listen. No, she's self-proclaimed. Like,
why did she laugh? Why did she laugh when I gave her the second?
Yeah.
She knows everything.
Was you here? Was you here for the thing?
She give me like, it's kind of like that. But let me tell you how it really is.
That's exactly how it is.
Exactly.
I don't actually think either of them are listening to me right now. I'll just talk to you. They're having their own fight over there.
I'm gonna be quiet.
He's kidding me. Sorry.
I'm not saying anything anyway.
Okay.
Why? You're dead. What's tell me something about you no one knows.
Like what? Just anything.
Anything. Something no one knows.
I used to eat baby powder.
Why?
Because it tasted nice.
But your siblings must know that. Does your siblings not see you doing it?
I think my sister low-key knows.
I don't think she stopped.
You need to. This guy's really.
That's killing me. That's what's killing me. No, really, a comedy. I'm like, what did everything the question?
Consider it. I can see it as I used to. It's like, eBay proud of nigga.
We'll find another one for you.
Okay.
What's your favourite film or TV program?
Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah.
See, that's the wretched side.
Food?
No, they're really classy.
No, they're not.
Who, Nene Leakes?
Okay, yeah. I said what I said, but she's a boss lady. Like,
Yeah, that's not-
she has
yeah.
that-
Listen, I've watched them cuss each other on that show. Like,
Yeah, it's really. Yeah.
I don't like them.
you ain't your pussy on your forehead.
They said that.
Yeah.
They said that.
Yeah, what?
Yeah. Oh god.
Please
yeah.
don't talk to me. And then when they get on the table and they start getting at each other,
But
you're like, wow, low.
I don't like it. I don't
Everything's
like
low
it.
blow.
Yeah,
Damn. And she's acting, I think they're very classy. Did you see that?
They are quite classy though, to a degree.
Well, if that's what you consider classy, I'm
Yeah.
scared of you. I told you.
Oh, hey, what's the next one?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm thinking between these these two are your two last questions. So I want to ask you one first. All right, if you had one wish, what would it be and why?
For my company to become a multi-billionaire organization, and the reason why I want that is because, and I believe it's going to happen.
Yeah,
And the
I can
reason-
go with that. Yeah.
The reason why is because I believe it's my purpose. I feel like I've been here, put on this earth to do this job. Like it's a real assignment. And for that reason, I think that's the reason why it's going so well. Because I feel like I'm not watching the money. I'm watching what it is that I need to do. Like my focus is to support lives and get them on track, get people, because I come from, I don't come from like some sort of posh background where everything's been the best and it's been like a really smooth road. No, I've had to go through a lot and build resilience, and gather wisdom and have confidence to be able to do what I need to do. So I want to be able to just install that into others, and I do. So for me, it's not even like a job. It feels so natural. It just feels so natural, and I've got such a big passion for what it is that I do. I feel like it's going to become what I want it to become.
Well done.
Yeah.
I like that.
Amen.
I think
Amen, yeah.
what you do is instantly rewarding as well.
Definitely.
So it's not something that's going to come in your rewards in the future, like instantly rewarding. Like everything
Yeah.
you do, like it's as you're helping someone, it's rewarding.
It's a good feeling. Yeah, good
just
feeling.
go like this,
This is it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
literally.
it's very good. Yeah.
Like I've even got some like TikTok posts with like one of my candidates. She got offered a job, but it's a home-based role where she's got a child and she's doing
Nice.
customer service. So she
Yes,
she was doing a little skank and everything like during her
Yeah.
break, and you could see that she had her laptop and everything. I was just feeling so great. I was like, oh, can I screen record? She's like, yeah. But it just feels like it's me that got the job. But
Yeah.
like it's just such a good feel factor. Is it a feel good
course,
factor?
it's
Yeah. Feel good
rewarding.
factor.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
rewarding. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
should.
rewarding.
That's what you really want.
This is my last question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can ask me a question. You can ask a voice behind the camera question if you like,
Okay.
or you can talk about yourself if you like. It's up to you. You have like 20 seconds to do that.
Okay.
I'm only
Put any
joking. Like,
sexy
you have more than
radio
that. You have more than that. You have more than that.
I want to figure it out,
It's for a slow. The afterlife. Do you believe in it?
Yeah.
What
When
do
you say
think?
afterlife, do you mean like,
Life after death.
yeah,
And then what do you...
we can come back as something else,
Oh, you
somebody
believe
else?
in reincarnation?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Because even my life, it's starting to make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's why it did. Like, it all makes sense. And I feel like they say, you get to decide who your parents are. You get to decide who your family is.
Who
And
says that?
apparently, this is what it is. This is apparently, I don't know. This is what I've heard from somebody before.
yeah.
You get to decide.
In the spirit world.
In the spirit world. And I kind of, I don't know how I feel about it, but I do kind of, to a degree, believe it. Because it's like the trials and tribulations that I've gone through so far, it makes sense because I can see why I needed to go through certain things to get to where I need to get. Do you know what I mean? Get to next. And it's like, we've all got a purpose. Like, we've all got a reason to actually be here. Even mums. Like, a lot of mums seem to get off track with thinking that they don't have a purpose. You're not here to just be a mum. You're here to guide that child to fulfill their purpose whilst fulfilling your own purpose. You know what I mean?
Come
So,
on.
like,
Come on.
for me, so I do believe that.
Yeah. That's it.
I see you, but I feel what you said.
That's what I said. It's power. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how I'm seeing it.
So it's quite interesting. So
Nice.
I do believe in afterlife. I do. I don't think this is going to be the end. Even when I die, I believe that I'm going to probably come back to do something else, another assignment.
I think that we die many times and we live many times.
Yeah.
Because if we talk about death as a concept, none of us are the same person we was 10 years ago.
Is that more really nice?
Yeah. It is very good. But I like what he said, and I agree. Yes.
So
Yes.
the concept of something not existing
Yes.
and it's gone,
Yeah.
on that level,
Yeah.
we die many times and we live many times.
Yes,
if you
true.
allow yourself to, because some people do the same thing.
Yeah.
But even them, they're just trying to hide that they, you know what I'm saying? But some people stay in the same concept for a longer time. I feel like that whole changing yourself thing, like what you said when you woke up and all of those things.
What did you hear that or write that? That was like that.
I like that.
I just thought of it.
Yeah.
You just thought that.
Yeah, that's what I was talking. Yeah, honestly.
Because if you're not being honest, you know how mum's got that. Her mum's
But do you know what it is? Again, she'll testify. Some things, everything that I say is not even me. It's
I
a vessel.
know. Yeah, the Holy Ghost.
yeah, exactly. All glory to God.
Yeah.
Can you say it
Amen.
again, please? Can you say it again, please?
Which one?
The dying many times. or
Okay, yeah, I
something.
think we die many times and we live many times.
That's it.
You know, they say we only die once. I think we die many times and I think we live many times. We only live once, we only die once. I don't believe that. You know what I mean?
So
agree.
when you at home are going through death and then you're reincarnated into the next life, because what the voice behind the camera said makes so much sense if you think about it. You've had so many mini deaths, so many things have happened and died in your life, and then you've been reborn into other little things, things, bigger things and greater things, things where you thought you weren't going to make it through, and you had to, like, part of you had to die to get through.
Yeah.
Past relationships, work,
Yeah.
addictions, whatever it is. Understand that you're here for a purpose. Like Sharn, aka Halo, said, like, that you're here for a purpose. Yeah, and embrace it. This lovely thing we call life, the deaths and the rebirths, the deaths and the rebirths, the deaths and the rebirths, deaths and the rebirths. Because that's when you'll be able to, like, conquer it.
That's
Enjoy
it.
yourself. That's that. Because I've died so many times and I've been reborn and lived so many times. Sometimes I thought, I'm alive. And sometimes I thought, nah, I'm dying, I'm dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the end. It's
Yeah.
Come out stronger.
Yeah.
It's over. Yeah, I didn't think it was a comeback. But like you said, you come back, Ross. I'll not say the rest of it.
No, good.
But yeah.
But it's like, I would say there's like the trampoline effect. The lower you go, the higher you can rise.
Yeah.
And you think about trampoline.
What have you not been feeding this guy? You've been studying, innit? I saw you've been studying, bro.
No, it's just the subject of what we're talking about.
I know he's smart. Like, we're intelligent in here. I think he's been trying to. He's like, I go gym. He's been going to the mental gym, bro.
That's my
just
gym,
doing the work.
The muscle, bro. Like, that.
No, for real.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
because that's why you can't be afraid to go low sometimes, because you're gonna go higher when it's time to come back
Yeah.
up. If you just go jump on the trampoline like this, you'll stay in the same place. You know what I mean? But the lower you go, and that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
On that note,
Yeah.
that was Life Talks. We have the voice behind the camera. Me, Fawole, and Sharn, aka Halo, new nickname in the studio.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.